Hype train! What even going on? There's a hype train and it hasn't even started yet. You guys are crazy. Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. Alright. Outstanding, friends. Well, I'm excited because today is giveaway day. Technically it is not the 30th of April anymore for me, but I'm sure that it probably still is for some of you. And I wasn't going to be not spending Friday night with my girlfriend and my dogs. So anyway, this is exciting. I'm about to do something super cool. Boom! Sit down. So that is exciting. That's all we're giving away this month. Those buffets. So very cool. But in the meantime, we are going to do some stuff. I've got a lot of things underway. So we're not going to do the draw straight away. We'll do that later on. I'm just going to muck around. Everyone, this is the model we're giving away, of course. Flowers from Reina Roja. If you like it, you could always strip it and repaint it. Very cool. I just had it sitting there. G'day, Joel Paul. Yeah, so these ones and this one's giveaway. Woohoo! And if you want to play the game, and I'll give you the cards and shoot as well, if you want the cards for these guys. If you want. Cool, so I'm just going to go straight into a little show and tell, because this arrived yesterday on a Friday, which is a surprise. I didn't even know it had been shipped. But here it is. Haven't even opened it yet. This is the Masculins box art. Thank you, Michael Contreras. Bit of Greek foam there, Grecian foam. Hello, Alex MF. It's giveaway tonight, Robbie's Hobbies, but yeah, a little bonus. I'm quite partial to a bonus stream on a Saturday night. It's not my don't really do anything other than hang out. So hype train. Yeah, I absolutely love this model. Oh, look at this. Fuck, that's so good. Yeah, that's actually that's a Barry Cocker right there. Look at that one. I mean, I can probably. Yeah, that's relatively easy to fix. It's in a good spot. Not in any of the main areas, so that's good. This is easily the best Michael Contreras casting I've seen, for sure. Oh, look out, the Bulldogs on the trot. Oh, let's have a look at this little face. G'day, Dixie. Look at that. So cool. Yeah, fuck. I'd love to make like 5 or 6 casts of that, because it's just a fucking awesome bit. I shan't. Good face. Very small stuff there. Beautiful wings. Yeah, this is, so I've only ever bought 1 or 2 other Michael Contreras sculpts. This is easily the best casting I've ever seen of his, so that's a win. It was definitely a mould line. So purchase this one with confidence, friends, if this is one you're interested in. Yeah, they do. Irene, his wife, girlfriend, whatever she is, she boxes them and she sprays a little scented stuff in there. It's very nice. I like it. That's so good. I don't know if you can see the detail there, but it's fucking crisp as. Outstanding. That's a good purchase. I'm very pleased with that. Yeah, I would also like to start that immediately, but we shan't. In fact, we shan't start it for months. Yeah, I might start it. It'll depend. It'll depend on how things are going. Let me show you. We're doing Lydia, so tonight's stream is twofold. I haven't even assembled it yet. We're going to do some assembly on Lydia tonight. G'day Voodoo. And we're going to do some assembly on a few other pieces as well, specifically for Camelot. But speaking of Camelot, I'm going to show you where we're at. Some progress. Feeling really good about it. So I'm excited to show you my progress. So this is so far scene 1 of 5. Thank you, Frog Jim. Scene 1 of 5. So as you can see, we're building a castle. So there's been some. Hey, Sergeant Benton. There's been some things I've tried. So I've never tried making a castle wall before, but I've done some research on. Did some research on some ways to do it. This is a 3D print from a friend of mine who printed it for me, which is very cool. And then this stuff here is a new material I'm trying, which is called Sculpted from Officeworks. And yeah, it's a really interesting substance. Actually, I'm going to have to give it a bit more work. So we're in the stage with the wall where I'm putting in the grout. Actually, I might just. Oh, that should be fine. Yeah, so made the bricks, individual bricks, glued them down, and then fill the gaps with sand and PVA glue. G'day Tempers. So the next stage is for me to do the ramparts and the crenellations, and then I'm going to do some wooden things that hold the wall up at an angle. I think that'll look good, just some things to hold the wall up. And then I'm going to do a banner or two hanging from the top of the wall. So that's going to be, yeah, it's for April subs IDN, yes, absolutely. So yeah, that's that's where I'm at so far. Mate, this is going to be a 3-month project, I believe. Kung Fu. So there's 5 scenes. This is 1 of 5. You can see in the background there all sorts of assorted things happening. So the next scene that I'm going to work on is Lady of the Lake and Uther Pendragon and their little scene, and then I'm going to work on the forest scene. The real challenge at the moment is doing a really good job building this scenery, because I mean that's a big wall, right? When I looked at it in the hand today, like I think it's going to look okay. But the problem is I've got these scenes where they don't have any negative space. So I actually put that arrow slit in there because I felt like it needed some negative space, even just that small bit. And the reason I'm going to do banners is so that there's some things behind stuff when you're looking at different angles. The crenellations, again, negative space, because it's just very sort of wall. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be okay, this one. The two models are pretty comfortable with their positioning. But yes, I need to then start the next scene which butts up against it from the other side. So, g'day Dunzeron. Yeah, so that's where we're at with Camelot. I'm hoping to make some good headway tomorrow on the next scene and get that roughly built. The 5 scenes I've already talked about them if you want to see it. Yeah, it's massive, mate. It's 400 millimeters across in a diameter of a circle. So. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe. Thanks, Frog Jim. Thanks for being a subscriber. All right. Yes, it's gonna be a long time before it's finished. Months of work. So staying motivated on it is going to be crucial. I'm trying to be as very considered as I can with how I build things. Like as it stands, the wall comes apart, so I can pull the wall off, and the base is all pretty straightforward. So it's just a matter of now building each of the scenes so that they look interesting, cohesive, and filled with enough detail. It's such a big amount of space. Like when you look at that picture, there's not really enough detail yet. So adding the hangings from the wall, the little wooden things on the wall, I'll do some vines, etc. G'day Yanama. Yeah, it's just gonna take time to make sure that it's gonna look good. But we'll get there. It's a shame that I can't do much of the building on stream because it's so big. I mean, I don't even think it would fit in this space. Even that one, and that's one of the smallest ones. Yanama. No. So, well, there's different levels. So the first level is the forest, and that's got a giant tree, enormous tree, and that's Merlin, Morgana, and the Green Knight fighting each other. That's on the one level. Then the next level up is this scene, which is on sort of a level above, and then the Lady of the Lake and Uther is going to be significantly higher up. We're going to have a little waterfall, and her rising up out of the water. And then Lancelot and Guinevere are on the very top of the mountain in a secluded cave. See you, Faz. Thanks for the subscription. G'day, Rowie. And finally, underneath the mountain is a crypt scene, which will probably sit close to the same level as that one. So there's a lot of levels, and yeah, there is scenes on top of each other. Yeah, kind of. The Lancelot and Guinevere is on top of the mountain. It's on one spot, and then a little bit down below it is Arthur and the crypt scene. Yeah. We'll see. It's still, I'm in the interesting phase at the moment where I'm trying to build everything together and make it all work. So I am excited to do that. Nickel Galaxy. Eels Bulldogs, mate. Alex MF, you are welcome to post the model for some feedback, mate. Please feel free. Boo. So it won't be a super long stream tonight, friends. I'm just going to probably assemble this chick and maybe assemble Galahad. And then we'll do the draw. And yeah, I just realised I need to get my stuff. Nah, I don't think I'm going to do LEDs, mate. Thought about it. Oh, thanks, Voodoo. You too, mate. I thought about it. Tell you what, let's knock the subscriber draw out of the way right now, shall we? See who's gonna pick up the lucky win tonight. All right, I did two things wrong last time. I left this picture on, so no one could see what I was doing. Oh, Mini-MF, what are you doing to me? I'm trying to do a subscriber giveaway, mate. Come on now. What was the name of that fucking random giveaway picker? I forget what one I used. What song would you like me to sing? Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. No, something like that. Is that the right one? Got something in the floor, I'm gonna hit the city. For I leave, brush my teeth with the bottle of Jack. If I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. We'll talk about pedicures on our toes. Something. Trying on all our clothes. Boys blowing up our phones. Tick-tock, don't stop, make it burn my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Try to find this fucking giveaway thing. Name picker, there it is. But the party don't stop and no. Oh, 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 oh. Pull the speakers up tonight. To see the sunlight. Does anyone remember the name of the fucking picker, random name picker I used last time? Fucking can't remember it. Should have probably got it. Should have probably remembered that. Prepared for this earlier. Well done, Dano. Hey, Jan. Oh, 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 oh. I'll just maybe type randomizer. Random draw. Random result. No. But I feel like it's one of these that I used. Maybe it was. I don't fucking remember. I'm sure I used it last time. Alright, let's just go. I'm trying to use the same one as I used last time and I can't remember it. What the fuck was it called? Does anyone remember? I don't remember. Alright, well let's just use this one. This one looks fine. Random name picker. Alright. Stand by. Mike Acebo. Why can't Blake Ferguson score a fucking try? Alright, let me just open up my Google Drive subscriber list. Hang on, I'm just going to put my so you can see what I'm doing on the screen. Add display capture. That looks cool, doesn't it? Boo, boo, boo. Alright, here we go. So you should be able to see this shit. I just need to edit this. Open with Google Sheets. Boom. Need to use Notepad. And alright. Here we go. That gonna work? I think so. Get started. No. Pick random names. Here we go. Tempest Miniatures is the winner! Boo! There it is. That's what I used last time. Let's see who would have won if I did this one. Unlucky Ashes. Tempest is the winner! Cool. This is yours, mate. Send me a PM with your details and I will send this to your house. Whee! And very sorry, Ashes. Don't tell Ashes, everyone. He'll be spewing. Here's this one. This is this month's. Bring this back up. Well done finding that, by the way, Minimef. You were like 11 seconds too late. This month's giveaway. Tempest! Cool. That's exciting. I just got to get my clippers 1 second. Tempest! Oh! Sorry, mate. Oh, that never goes down well. I was hoping that it would be the same person who came up on the draw just by absolute fluke and happenstance, and then we could have all lost our collective brains. Unfortunately, there was a 1 in 98 chance of that being the case, so. Wow. Tempest. Send me a PM on Instagram as well if you want, mate. That's easier for you. Boop, boop. Which model show? Is it? Is there one? Not Queensland Motor Hobby Expo, that's in August. There's another one that I'm not aware of. Ah, thanks White Wolf Ranger. Got a link? Let's have a look at Alex's little. What model's going on your base? G'day, Celery. I'm doing well, mate. Cool. Good start, mate. I don't like giving feedback too early. Feel it's counterproductive. This will be the second time I've painted this model. I always like painting a model for a second time. It's always interesting to see how you've evolved. I'll bring up my other version a little bit later on. This is Lydia. G'day, Mayden. I remember who you are, Alex. I did know that you were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bust. I have a very good memory. Angel. Whee! Such a cool model. Now I remember lots and lots and lots of things, and I read very quickly too. But every now and then, I just can't fucking. I just completely space on something. Yeah, I'm really good at model names. I'm really good at paints. I'm really good at numbers. I'm really good at movies and actors and actresses. I'm really good at rules for games. Model stats in games. There was a game I played for a long time called War Machine. It had 150 casters and then like 400 different units that you could play in the game, and I could tell you the stats for all of them. Yeah, I'm not going to put any restrictions on feedback or anything like that. People are welcome to ask for feedback anytime they want, but I certainly think that you need to make your mistakes. You know, you need to paint and do the work, figure the things out. Because if you don't try and do something for yourself, then all you're doing is doing what someone's told you to do, and that's shitty. Anyone can do that. You want to learn how to do stuff yourself. Hey Ashes, if you're still around, mate, send me a PM with your address as well. I'm going to send you a model too. Yeah, it's super tricky, right? Because like you send me your details as well, champion. Send me a PM. I'm going to send you a model too. There's it's a really delicate balancing act, right? Because if you listen to all the feedback you get, everyone's got different opinions and different things that they like. So then you tend to have this mishmash stuff, you know. You need to back yourself and make some decisions, but and I understand that, mate. When you're proud of something, you know, you want to show it off. That's okay. But yeah, I feel like you make your mistakes, you learn from your mistakes, get feedback about how they could have been better. That's many ways you can go about painting. Oh, I am. You're right. G'day, Elite Aisha. I might not have set that up actually. I think I turned it off. It's up. Is a picture in the top left. How do I do that again? Nightbot, isn't it? Nightbot. Nightbot. Login. Oh, good work, Nightbot. You did remember. I better update that actually. It's going to the wrong link. How do I do a new post on my Instagram on my computer? I don't know if I can. How do I do that? Maybe you can't. Oh well. Yep, I'm changing Nightbot right now. Getting my phone out. Let's do it. I signed up for Miniature Mentor again yesterday. I've signed up to them before, but there was a couple of Mark Maslin's ones that I wanted. So, yeah, that's weird. Alright, I'm just going to do this. Don't mind me. It's April or May giveaway picture. I like that, Denise. Good egg. Another giveaway on my Twitch stream for this month. I am live now. Woo! That is my OnlyFans. Denise. Big Denise paints. Dress up in drag. Paint. Big Denise. I got a flippy phone like that. I got one of those ones. Just because I work in a environment where it's easy for it to get broken. I've got some pictures on my phone of me in drag if you want to see it. I'm dressed in women's clothing at least. Might save that for another stream, I think. I think I have, yes. Last time I painted this, I think I left the head separate so I could paint the head separately because she sort of looks down a bit. But maybe I should glue it down this time. No, you know what, I think I'm going to leave it off. Yeah, I'm going to leave it off. So I'll glue these bits. Big Denise, mate, obviously. We used to do a trivia night at this little pub just near where we used to live, where my girlfriend lived, and I stayed there. It was very good fun. Trivia, the host was a drag queen, and she was glorious. Fantastic. Let's just have a look at these hands. Excellent. These hands. What a great model this is, by the way. I think I'm actually going to leave this off too. Bravely ran away. Danger is its ugly head. He bravely turned his tail and fled. No, I used to play rugby league in my younger days, and one of our Mad Mondays we dressed up in women's clothing, and then I just used to do it by myself in my spare time as well because I could. That second part is not true. It was a joke intended for comedic effect. Cool. Alright, looks like we're leaving 3 components separate. It's block-based time, I think. She's too small for another one. Ooh, block base. I like the rectangle for her, or do I like the circle for her? Do I like the circle? I think I will go for the circle. Yep. Hey, Benny. Yeah, it's so good, eh? Benny, I'll show you a picture of my, or you might have already seen it in the Discord, mate, but this is where we're at with the first scene in Camelot. Camelot! Alright. Just make sure her head's not too far down. It is too far down. Whee. Yeah. The what an idiot. Good work, you know. I just use them for, well, there's some up there on that fucking diorama stuff. Or I just use them to hold bits and pieces on. Alright, Frog Jim. See you when I see you, mate. Denzeron, it's actually a polystyrene. Polystyrene. Hard polystyrene that I have, in a way, sculpted. I did some stuff with it. I might actually show you what I did because it's pretty cool. Give me 1 second. So this is the foam. It's called XPS or something foam, and it's a quite firm polystyrene. You can buy it from Bunnings hardware stores, and so what I did was cut out or scored it multiple times to create irregular shapes, and then I used the hot wire cutter to just quickly cut them all out. So that was easy. You could just do it with a knife, but it'd take a bit longer. And that leaves you with some square brick shapes. but they're all smooth. So what I then do is take a rock, several rocks, and I put these in a bag with the rocks, and then I shake the fuck out of the bag. So you just shake the fucking bag like crazy and swizzle it around. So what you then get is these little marks on the polystyrene, which is hard to see with this lighting, but the polystyrene gets much more brick-like. So when you've got enough of those, you then just use PVA glue to attach them to whatever else you're using. And then what I do then is I take that rock again and I just sort of tap it against it. That again adds more texture onto the bricks, and then you seal it with PVA glue, and there you go. Probably not really any tricks, mate. It's just practice, knowing where you want it. But I'm also very uneven on occasion, so this is a little bit wobbly. Just want to check first. Yeah, that's fine. It's actually the first time I've ever done that technique before Denzeron, so I don't actually know what it's going to look like when I paint it. I think it'll be okay. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Joel Paul. Yeah, actually, that's a great suggestion. I might do that. Good idea. Yeah, so I might actually go and grab the base and see if we can show it off on here. Because you don't really get a good look at it from the photo. Wow, there's shit everywhere there's shit everywhere at the moment. This is too big for me to build at my painting desk, so I'm doing it at my kitchen table. Fortunately, I live by myself and I eat Uber Eats on the couch, so I don't need to use it for eating food. Normally there's board games set up on it, but yeah. Alright. So this is the it is going to be enormous. Yes, absolutely enormous. I don't think you can really visualize the scale until you see the size of the the actual 400mm thing. I got lots of 3D printed parts. Do you want me to get some of those and show you some more of them? Yeah, it's enormous. It's absolutely enormous. So yeah, so this is the castle section at the moment. This bit comes off, like so. And I'm just going through and building this top crenellation section now, and then I'll add some angled things like this, book, 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 on this angle, book, 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 so that it looks like the wall's been held up a little bit. And yeah, so I mean, if you have a close look at the, you can see all of the distress marks. So that should come up pretty cool when I paint it. I'm just not sure. G'day, Dusty Telephone. Just not sure how to do that yet. As in whether I'm going to try and airbrush. Not sure. We'll see. So this is the base part. So this is that stuff I was talking about from Officeworks. Pretty cool, actually. Yeah, it's like paper mache and like air drying clay and something. But I was able to sculpt it to sort of look like wagon tracks. Hello, Wesley, by the way. Yeah, so this is the first of the 3D printed elements. Whoops. No, it's called Sculpt It. Yeah, just us. I was watching some diorama videos, just to try and get some different ideas, and one popped up from Officeworks. So I was like, hey, I'll give that a try. It's really good, actually. I think I'm going to use it for some bases down the track, because it creates this really nice irregular look. This is just basic stuff. Yeah, that's the one. Yep, it's a big box. So this is Sir Kay, and he's going to go there. I've created a little sort of stairway up here, so that makes sense. And then I'm thinking I'm going to put the sword in the stone there, maybe, like Sir Kay is protecting the sword in the stone. Don't know. We'll see. Still up in the air. I've got some plastic cards, so I'm gonna sand this down a bit more, and then I'm gonna have plastic card go all the way around the edge, so it's gonna have a nice clean edge the whole way around, and then that'll join up with the other ones. So that's where that one's at. So the one that is adjacent to this one is a giant. I'm doing a really bad job with this camera. Is a giant mountain sort of backdrop, and then as this spins around, we'll go into the crypt scene, underground crypt scene. So let me grab the. No, I've been a mad Arthurian fan for many years, mate. I used to have a book when I was a little tacker, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, and then I had a book called Le Morte d'Arthur by an Australian author, which was a non-fiction look at King Arthur and stuff. Grab some more of the 3D printed bits. So this is the first one. I haven't actually got a spot for fucking hell. There's so much shit everywhere. This stupid fucking diorama. I hate it already. Yeah, so this one I'm probably going to use on top of the mountain, I think. Maybe. So there's a really nice like gravestone pattern there. I'm gonna add foliage to the trees. That's pretty easy to do. And yeah, there's just like nice little extra details, and then I'm going to build up foliage and stuff. See you, Alex MF. Thanks, buddy. So that one may go on top of the mountain. This one may actually not get used on this piece at all. I'll see. This one I like a lot. Again, not sure if I'm going to use it on this piece. It's like a can for someone. I sort of like everything except the rope, so I may trim the rope out of it. And I wish there was I might carve a symbol in that as well. But that one's cool. So this one is the really, really crazy one. So this is the tree, the giant tree. So it's a shrine. It's got like a little area underneath this this tree that's filled with stuff. Shriney bits. Yeah. And it's pretty awesome. And then, so to give you a little bit of context of the size of the tree, this is the piece that goes on top of the tree. It goes here. So this is the tree. This is Lydia. And yeah, so the forest scene, this is going to be at the back. It's going to be like the centerpiece. There's obviously more tree bits that go at the top there. And the Green Knight's going to be striding out from sort of near this shrine. There'll be a standing stone or something in the middle of that scene, and then Merlin and Morgana will be fighting off in front of the tree. And in terms of where this sits, the forest is actually going to be basically here, like this. So what I need to do is create more trees to basically cover this section up. G'day Miftev, thanks. Cover this up. I'm gonna paint that section there with like some forest scene. So when you it's on a table that spins around, right? So the table spins. Fucking shit. I've got mad regrets. Anyway, it spins around, and so you'll sort of finish this scene with Galahad and Sakay in front of this castle, and then all of a sudden it'll spin around, and you'll be in the forest with Merlin, Morgana, and the Green Knight. Then it'll spin again, and then we're going to have the waterfall scene with the Lady of the Lake, spin again on top of the mountain, etc. So it's a crazy plan, crazy plan. So if I don't get the scene right, like the base building right, it's not going to work. So that's why I'm not rushing in to paint it. In terms of the height, so I've actually sort of measured it out. If you look behind me at a water bottle, so this is a normal water bottle for scale, the actual thing is taller than 2 water bottles on top of each other. So I can't even fit it on a shelf here. It's too tall for this. But it's actually not that wide. It's 400 millimeters wide, so it'll fit in. It'll fit in this depth-wise. It just doesn't fit in it height-wise. I'm not going to put it anywhere, mate. I'm going to fucking sell it if I can. If someone's crazy enough to buy it. Let's cut this tree off, shall we? I don't know. Those are questions for future Trent to solve, mate. Current Trent is just going to be like, you're the fucking best. Yeah, I had a dude ask about it. He actually asked me if he could put a deposit down, and I said, I don't think that's necessary, mate. I don't reckon people are going to be lining up to fucking buy this, just between you and me. This is a really cool 3D print, but yeah, fuck, it's it's elaborate in terms of the supports or whatever the fuck these are. Great quality printing, by the way. So my mate Mark, who printed this for me, he's got my Pierpoli printer is the name of the printer, and it's called a Phenom. It's fucking good printer. Yeah, he uses really good resin too. It's still like will shutter if you it's not like the resin you get when you purchase models. It'll shutter if you drop it. Most resin will shutter if you drop it, I guess. But no, this one's you know how when you trim resin with your snippers, it sort of acts a little bit like plastic in a way. This stuff doesn't act like that. This is an extra bit, I think. I'm going to trim that off. Boop. 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 He hasn't finished printing either. He's still got more stuff to print for me. I've got a tomb for the underground scene. Some other bits, smaller bits, little doodads. See, I mean, I'm not going to get a 3D printer for myself because I don't think I need to. But this experience has certainly made me reflect on it a bit more. If you asked me that question 6 months ago, I would have said never in a million years. But the fact that I've been able to find some 3D printed elements that suited what I wanted to do for this scene and print them and have them fit. And these are 28mm scale sculpts as well, so we've got an actual scaled up version of these, and the detail is still fantastic. The tree's fucking ginormous. I think it was a 36-hour print. Atopolis, raiding with yourself again, I see. Good for you, buddy. A lot of fucking cleanup work though, I'll tell you what. Fuck me. But yeah, this dude's printer is just fucking epic. Like the amount of detail. Hey, Sleepy Slang. The amount of detail is just wild. Now I'm gonna cut this out. I see trees of green, red roses too. Lucky Hugo's not here tonight, he'd be trying to eat the fucking resin, the idiot. This is for the forest scene, buddy. Oh look, you think that, g'day Salamander Milk, you'd think that it would be a pain to paint, but you know what? It's only a pain to paint if you decide that you've got to paint everything inside it. this is a component of my diorama that sits at the very back of the scene. Ugh. And I shan't be painting those elements. I shall just do a little bit of cheeky airbrushing and call it a day. A couple of washes. This is actually 3D printed, yeah mate. 3D printed from some 3D printing company. Well, some 3D sculpted thing that I got one of my mates to print for me. Splash of contrast, mate. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I mean, there's a fair whack of clean up on something of this magnitude. Because of the supports. Salamander milk. Good try. All right, very cool. Yeah, so there's some really nice detail on this, and I think if you are doing if you're doing a piece of like a diorama that needed some really good scenery, you could absolutely use this as a primary feature in the foreground. I'm obviously not, but you could. See how good it is. So yes, my friend informed me that some of these may still be a little bit tacky to the touch and may need some cleaning with a little cleaner. So I've been doing that on the other one that I started with. This goes like this. Obviously, no, I explained how I made the bricks earlier, mate, but they're bits of extruded polystyrene, XPS foam is what it's called here, and I trimmed out irregular shapes, rectangles and stuff, and then I stuck it in a bag with some rocks, shook it around, and then glued it down, and then I filled in between the bits with sand, which is supposed to represent mortar. And believe it or not, when you do this, it looks really cool. G'day Smeggers. But then as soon as you add the sand, it actually looks way more correct in a way. Idiot. Yeah, it just looks more correct when you've got the grout in between. No, why would you apologise, mate? You weren't here. That's not your fault. Well, technically, it is your fault. Stop fucking unfucking bits, Deno, you fuck. Needs to dry. Sealant needs to dry. But yeah, when I paint that, I think it'll look really good. Just trying to see if I've got some. I used to have bits of balsa wood got so many bits I'm going to use. I'm going to use these tree branch bits. It's going to be great. Oh yeah, I'll figure it out, man. I'm not worried about that. It's still wet. I was doing that about 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes before I got on stream. What am I going to use to do the balustrade things? Might have to head down to the hobby shop tomorrow and get some balsa wood of the right size. Anyway, that is where we're at. So, what a glorious tree. Very cool indeed. On your Danzeron. Have a great day, mate. Alright, I'm just going to go and put this over on my desk so I can actually keep working on it. Alright, so we need to finish off Galahad, because I need to know the size of Galahad's banner and stuff so that I know where to put things to make the rest of the scene look good. Do you want to know a weird stat? I was looking at my statistics the other night on my streams. Have a guess what my most popular stream time is. In terms of number of viewers that I have. See you, Yanama. Have a great day, champion. Yeah, it's actually Party Monday, and Sunday morning is the worst. Sunday morning is the worst stream. I would not have expected that. I would have thought that the Sunday morning stream, all the Americans ready to go, all my American friends, nah. All my American friends think Deno sucks. No, my Monday night one. The one that's just my normal time. My normal 7 to 10 Monday night stream. Crazy. Just want to try something. That's probably true. That's still wet. Okay. Well, I won't try filing that, sanding that until it dries, I guess. Wonder how long it dries. It is a fun way to start the week, isn't it? I agree. I've been working on this with this in there so I can see. There we go. Super cool. Yeah, I think just some wooden balustrade things here like this, just with some like crisscrosses or something. Will just add a little bit more visual interest to there, and then like a hanging flag down here will look good. We've got to keep it interesting. We've got to keep it looking lots of things to look at as it slowly spins around. Ugh. I don't even know where to put everything. I'll just show some other things I bought too, friends. I went on a spree, shopping spree, this week, just for stuff. This is just some like scatter for the forest floor. It's just like all different sorts of things. So I think what I'm going to do is do a rough paint job on the base, and then I'm going to scatter this, and then I'll do some airbrushing. That should look neat. This, some stick twigs. I don't actually know what I'm going to use this for. Maybe like hanging leaves or something. Just looked cool. We'll see. Yeah, there should be some Easter eggs in there, mate. I mean, we're past Easter, but another Joey Fix. I quite like Joey Fix products. Used them before. So this is a artificial plant. But look at these. I think it's artificial anyway. So these are fine enough detail that they'll look really cool, and you can just have them be little plants. You can glue them together. You can have them. You could also build an evergreen tree out of these if you wanted. So they'll look really good when they're painted. Fine weeds, really nice product. Excited about those. These ones as well. Cool. And then these I'll do some painting on. I will indeed, in motion, give you some feedback on your first bust. These are a little bit not as good, but they'll look alright when you paint them up. I reckon. So the whole idea is I just want to have lots and lots and lots of little different types of plants and grass and everything, so it looks foresty and it hides the fact that I'm shit at doing this. Let's have a look, shall we? Ooh. Ooh. First bust. Ooh. Ooh. Why are you not working? Let me do it a different way. Let me do this instead. Yeah, look, Potato Camera is not starting you on a good strong foot for some good quality feedback. Alright, well, my first piece of feedback is if this is your first bust, that's a jolly good show. Well done. You've got a really nice balanced colour palette, and an emerald sort of green alongside the crimson red. I like that colour palette. The gold is also really nice contrast to the cold greens. You've got a warm gold. My first criticism is that I'm not convinced that the skin tone is as well done as the other elements. I think the gold in particular is really, really well done, particularly on that chest plate. The face, I'm not as interested in looking at it, and I think the main issue is actually not the face, it's the hair, because the hair is such a similar value, such a similar tone to the red, to the gold, to the backdrop, that it's getting a bit lost. And I feel like what would have worked really well here, because you've got that red backdrop, is a dark hair, like almost black hair. What you've got then is that warm terracotta red, then the black, really sharp contrast between the two, and then the pale skin, which would really make the face pop out from the backdrop. As it is now, it almost gets lost in the backdrop when I look at it. And what I'm drawn to is the green and the gold chest plate. So that's, I mean, in terms of the painting, mate, there's not much of a feedback I'd give you. There's a lot of really good aspects to that. Usual thoughts, probably need to create a bit more contrast in the red. Definitely, if you kept the hair the same colour, it needs more contrast. But yeah, mate, that's something I think you'd be really, really proud of that if that was my first bust. If you want to get really, really hypercritical, I think the fabric on the shirt would really do well with some freehand of some description, just some basic pattern to sort of show the same shapes or whatever as the shoulder pads. But yeah, I love it, mate. I really think it's great. When you zoom in, that's less apparent. I feel like when you look at it at that level, you can see what I mean about the face. It's maybe it's a little bit better there, but I still think you would have been better served by having the hair in black. It would have really sharpened up the contrast between the two elements. Very nice. Show no mercy. The other interesting thing about the base, the way that I've done it, is this guy's head is going to need to be turned. So if you have a look, the angle that he's facing on the base is sort of like this, and his head's looking off that direction. So that doesn't work. Zoom in a bit so you can see what the fuck I'm actually talking about. So this is the angle that he is basically adjacent to the rocks. Doesn't look right, so I feel like I'm going to change his head to be out like this, which I think looks pretty cool actually. It'll just be a nice little twist on this model, get a slightly different angle. Maybe not quite as aggressive, but yeah, I like that. I like that. My body rocks a rhythm, you beat my drum hard. Alright, so we will undercoat her tonight, so she's ready to go for tomorrow. Keep the hands separate so we can get to the chest plate without any troubles. Same with the head. Whee! Gotta show no mercy. Suboptimal demo. Hello. Maybe I should just... Nah, I don't really... I think I want to paint the face separate. It's unusual for me. G'day, Mini Mad Chris. How are you, champion? Don't really want to pin it, actually. I'm excellent, mate. Thank you for asking. Did our subscriber giveaway and ended up fucking myself and giving away 2 models. I reckon that can work. Maybe. That's tomorrow morning's problem. That's Trent for tomorrow morning's problem. Oh, I've got so many bits everywhere. Sort yourself out, Dino. This one here, or the lady with the clasped hands. This one's from Big Child Creatives. It's from the Echoes of Camelot Kickstarter, and the other one is Lydia from Nico Galaxy. Unfortunately, though, she is a limited edition. She will not be available to purchase anymore, unless he decides to do something silly like his clear see-through one. How many other models have you painted in Motion? Who's 3D Print and Paint Chris? Is that Mini Mad Chris? Did you just change your name, Mini Mad Chris, to 3D Print and Paint Chris? Cool, mate. Good decision. I guess what I'd say in Motion is that it didn't look to me like that was an area I needed to provide feedback on. I felt like your highlights were all in the right spot. Your brush control looks quite good if you're concerned that you're technically not doing things well, the best way to get technical improvements is to practice, much like everything else. But it looked really good, mate. Like, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. If you've watched my stream before, you would know that I'm not really one to do that. It just didn't jump out to me as anything I needed to be critical of. So if there's specific things you don't know how to do, feel free to ask, and if I can answer and help, I will. But yeah, I think just keep painting, mate. Like, just keep cracking along. Your best option. Be gentle, Deno. Well, that's just waving a red rag to a fucking bull, isn't it? So this is my favourite angle photo, and I'll explain why. It's because everything feels like it's from the same environment. I get the same sense of harmony because of the red, right? So the reds are consistent across all of the feelings, and so you get the same sort of feeling from this. When I look at this one, I feel like those elements sort of almost exist in a different environment. There's not a lot of g'day Wampa. There's not a lot of harmony in the colours, and that's this is sort of my preference. I like things to feel like they're from the same place. But you see other people and they don't do that. They do sort of more like this, and it's probably a style choice more than anything else. So in terms of the technical work, your highlighting is very good. The green still looks like green, which is great. It's maybe a little bit limey for my taste. I'd maybe like a smidge more yellow. My biggest problem with the highlighting on the green and on the face in particular, where your light source is, right? You've got a light source that's obviously coming from the top right, based on how you're highlighting. But then when we look at this top right direction, you've got this big jagged line down his face, which is in shadow. The light's coming from this direction. Why is that in shadow? Those lines on the face should almost be highlights. The light would reflect out of that pretty brightly. So I think just in terms of how you've chosen to highlight those wrinkles in the face, it's maybe slightly askew. The leather, I'd like to see probably some more texture in it. I can see some nice texturing in there, but I feel like it would look really good with some more crinkles and scratches and so forth. It would then contrast with the skin, which is quite smooth. But yeah, this sort of angle where you can see that red light, that feels like much more harmonious. So whether it's a matter of adding more similar colours to use to highlight these things with, like same yellows or same whatever to highlight all these elements with, or maybe a little airbrush glaze of some sort of warm colour. Not too sure, but it's very good, mate. Like, I think there's a lot of things to like there, and when you have seen this model painted by so many amazing painters, it's always nice to see another version, different palettes. It's always cool to see how people interpret that model. Very good. Oh, cracked my back. Alright, so this eagle thing sits here. Ba-ba. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Knew I was gonna fucking do that. What theme song was I humming then? Sometimes I don't even know what comes out of my mouth. Cool. There used to be a fucking craft store across the road from my house, and they closed down about 3 months ago. That's a crying shame, because I would love to just nip over there and grab some balsa wood tomorrow instead of having to drive to the hobby shop. It is what it is, though. So, Lydia tomorrow. Lydia tomorrow. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. The cool head. Excellent. The cool spear. Where's the spear go? Or is this an option for if you don't want to use the crazy banner, I wonder? Oh. Got pummeled. That's a very, very, very broad question. Painting something to look like moonlight. Light blue, cold blue highlights is the go. In terms of good idea, actually. In terms of OSL, I mean, I don't really know how to answer that one, mate. For OSL, you just fucking pick a colour and paint it on the model from that direction, right? If you've got an airbrush, I like to use the airbrush to give you a general sense of where the colour should be by spraying from that specific direction. But if you haven't got an airbrush, you don't need to do that. That's optional. That's his things. I don't know that I've ever managed to make a moonlight painting scene look good either. But you'd want very desaturated colours, I would think. Ha! Who the fuck needs to paint the back of it, eh? Fuck Gov. That's a pretty fair way to do it. What a great motto. Glue that head down. Hello guys, Marco here. Anyway, yeah, I think I mentioned before, I downloaded the Mark Maskelyne's Miniature Mentor Anatomy series. G'day, Legend of Marlin! Oh! I can do myself. I can probably do Scut. Bert more minutes. That's all I got. I got nothing. Oh, thanks, mate. Let me show you something I've actually painted. Legend of Marlin. This is something I painted on stream a little while ago. She's pretty good. And then this is another thing I painted on stream a little while ago that I'm just giving away to someone tonight. Tempers Miniatures won this, sending it off to him. What a lucky chap. And then this month's giveaway is this. Some wood elves and shit. I'll bring my picture back now so people can see that. Thanks, mate. No, I don't think I'll be sending another potato. For a smile we can share the night, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlight people living just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. Come on. No, I'm surprised. It's gonna be May. So good. Oh no. Oh no. Dino, you fucked up. Come on, Dino, recover it, son. Oh yeah. Why does she look like a fucking hobbit there? Am I missing a torso piece? Am I fucked up here? Looks a little bit wrong to me. Well. No, I don't think I've missed anything, mate. I think it's just like a forced perspective thing because of the angle of the thing. It's not me, that does look weird, right? Yeah, I mean it's definitely been put together right, but it's one of those forced perspective things where because we've seen that belt there, we're looking at and thinking that's her waist, when actually that's sort of more up around her chest and her waist is down here. When you sort of assume that that's her waist, it doesn't look anywhere near as odd. So I think it'll look fine when... Oh, is this supposed to go up here, is it? She's supposed to be holding the sword. Fuck me, this is crazy stuff. Is she holding the sword? I might have to look at the model. The horse is chunky. Echoes of Camelot. Yeah, it's definitely fine. She looks fine on the horse, I think. Except her arm's broken. G'day, Ogle Can. 51. Welcome. I don't think she's supposed to be holding the sword. I think she's supposed to be holding the reins. We're knights of the round table, we dance whenever we're able. It is indeed, mate. It is a glorious model. Ah, cool. Let's do that then. Hello, Thorin Space Cow. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, hey, hey. Yeah, I feel like it's okay. Oops. Oops. Alright. Yeah, I was saying to this, I was saying before, Wes, this is they actually noted in the update where they had released this model that their intent was for it to be quite androgynous and open to interpretation. Could be either a female Sir Galahad, because I don't believe there was any mention of whether Galahad was male or female, or it could be a non-binary, gender-neutral Galahad, which I also like. This is a bit of aluminium rod, friends. It's very good stuff. Quite firm, but you can also bend it relatively easily. So we're going to replace this whole bad boy with a bit of aluminium rod. Toast Almighty! Or maybe it was Toast Almighty. Either way, you're a great human being, and I like you. Thank you for following. I doubt I'm good enough, mate, but I'm going to give it a try. I do like makeup videos, eh? Dig them. Alright, this will be slightly problematic if the model doesn't sit on the horse anymore, but that's okay. I can just trim this down the bottom. Just need these two to join up. This is all hidden from the optimal viewing angle anyway, so it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be together. Minimef, I feel like you're a little bit invested in me wearing drag, mate. I'm not saying I'm against it, I'm just saying... Look at that. Like I bought one. Well, not so much. But close. Excellent. Excellent. Where is this flappy bit from? Wow, this is so many bits, this model. My fucking painting table is a fucking mess. This fucking shit everywhere. Thank you, 3D Print and Paint Chris. I appreciate your following. Tomorrow I'll be doing some painting. If you join me then, you might see some painting. Hello Faz, welcome back. Thank you, mate. I have indeed, Fazoid, and I am unfortunately sorry to say that you did not win. It went to Tempers Miniatures and also Ash's Painting. Evidently we had 2 winners tonight. Oh, fuck with. Alright, the hand, this hand, holding the reins. This bit goes in there like that. That Excellent. G'day, Antao G13 from Brazil. If I remember rightly, Brazilian people speak Portuguese, and I'm very rusty on my Portuguese. Olá. Obrigados for coming onto my stream, I think. Obrigada. These little bits. Cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. I know where that goes. I know where this goes. Obrigado. Obrigado. Obrigados is when you're saying thank you on behalf of yourself and other people. Obrigada is what a girl would say, and obrigado is what a boy would say. I think is right. What the shit? Where is this from? It's from the ground. Don't need you. Thanks, Antar Jill. Here's some of the things I actually paint, mate. This is normally what I paint, this sort of thing. I'm not painting tonight, I'm just putting things together, so. You idiot, Dino. You absolute fucking peanut. Yeah, I tried the pastel peach, I tried the pastel blue, pastel green, pastel violet. Oh, good. I like them. Want to see something cool? This is how good Zip Kicker is. Boop. It's dry. Alright, so this is all fine. That's the reins. This goes on top of this. Oh, we're in the clear. We're in the home stretch. Ah, thanks, Miss Jana. What a legend you are. I've got good news for you. Guess what model we're painting on stream tomorrow morning? You got it. Good job. Start it tomorrow morning. As per usual, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. I think about it tonight. There is no way that that is sufficient to hold the weight of this bad boy. Hey, Jan. See you, Ashes. Hope you sent me PM, mate. Coolio. I bought a model a few years ago called the Old Barbarian from FER Miniatures, and it had a long spear. And it had a fucking steel rod inside the spear. It's like, wow, that's a fucking awesome thing. Haven't seen too many do it. Boudica from whoever that was, whoever Boudica was from. RP models. She is... Sam Walker. He's on fire. Yeah, let me show you the version I already did of that, actually. Ba-ba-bum bum. Ba-ba-bum bum bum bum. Ba-ba-bum bum. Sir Galahad. Ba-ba-bum bum. Thanks, PA Skull. I think I know you. I think you're a person that I know, but I can't remember who. PA Skull. Is it Pascal? Pascal Eggers? Is that right? Yeah, beautiful model. Beautiful model indeed. Alright, just Just got to figure out how that looks. Ah, there you go. There's another example of my memory. How are you, champion? I shall return shortly. Dear, oh dear. Well, this is scene 1, all assembled. We get into the details now. Where did I put my Sir K on his... Here. Alright, I'm moving the camera back for the last time because I'm going to finish up the stream very shortly. I know it's been a weird stream tonight, but it's okay. I'm having fun. Alright. First scene for the grandiose diorama. So, just need to... Yeah, that's cool. So... me change this angle slightly. Yeah, I'm just going to change that angle slightly. Be sort of more like that. We'll see, mate, we'll see. We'll see. Still a long, long way to go. So I've sort of got to decide what to do. Yeah, I was, buddy, yeah. I was back at number 1. Back at number 1. That was a great try. Cool, alright, so here we go. So we want to just have Cirque tilted forward a bit. This is the front on angle like that, but it's actually going to be viewed more sort of like this. Yeah, I sure did. So that feels pretty good for the placement of those two. We'll have a little drapey banner from this spot here. Just a small little one like that. We'll have the little things and so on. Have lots of foliage and greenery in there. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. I need to obviously do a little bit more in there to fix that up. But yeah, so that's a good start. It's a good start. I'm feeling positive about this. I wasn't sure how I was going to go with building the terrain, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Yeah, that's good. Wonder how long that takes to dry. I'll look up that sculpted mix. How long does it take to dry? I'm switching off the stream now, friends. Thanks, Persona. Oh, g'day, Plank Walker. I'm sorry to say that you've missed the boat there, champion. We're just finishing up. We're obviously going to raid someone, so that's cool, but okay, that's good to know. Yeah, Wampa, it's been 2.5 hours almost. Yeah, just a short stream tonight. I did my draw, and that was pretty much all I wanted to do tonight. I didn't do enough preparation today. I was too jazzed about doing my diorama that I didn't spend any time. No, you didn't miss anything. You missed, well, maybe you missed a little bit. I'll be back tomorrow, mate. It's okay. There's always plenty of big dinner to go around. Jeepers creepers. Yeah, look, that sculpted Officeworks. Sculpt. Thanks, Wes. That's exactly what I wanted to know. But add water once dry. Moly mixes white. How long does it take to dry? How long does sculpt it take to dry? Cool. Mark Masklins didn't win the draw, Rob. Unfortunately. Would have been a great story. A story for the ages, but no. It went to Tempers Miniatures, a magnificent painter from Spain. And then because I was a fuckwit, I'm also giving away another model to Ash's Painting. You didn't watch the replay. I'm an idiot. But anyway. Indeed. So this month's draw is back up on the screen right now. It is the Wood Elves from Underworlds. And I shall continue working away on my diorama in the background. You may see some elements of it from time to time. We'll paint Lydia tomorrow, and then depending on how I'm feeling, we may do Thanatos next. We may do some Cursed City models next. I don't think we'll do any painting just yet on this. Just yet. Where's that little head gone? I want to put that head on with some blue tack. Little head. Where did I put you, little head? Oh, fuck if I know. I've lost so many fucking things. I'll tell you what. I've just put things everywhere tonight. Shit could be anywhere. Shit could be anywhere. Alright, this is great stuff. How cool does this look? I can't believe I'm actually going to do this, you know. I think it's absolutely bonkers that I'm trying to do this. Absolutely nutty. Fuck, where did I put the fucking head? It'll be somewhere. It'll turn up. Let's glue this bad boy on. Oh, see, this is the things you got to look for. Yeah, we might do Thanatos. I do like that. I do like that model. It'd be cool to paint one of those. Not many other people have painted a copy of it yet. Although I saw Roglan's started one, which is exciting. Anyway, have a think about how we're going to paint Lydia tomorrow, because I have no fucking idea. So if you come up with a good suggestion, that'd be great. Anyway, it's gonna be May. That's why it's gonna be May. Corpse paint is a terrible, terrible suggestion, Minimeth. Terrible suggestion. Who can we raid tonight, friends? Who can we raid? That's why it's gonna be May. Browse. Miniature figures. Alright, Mohawk's doing a giveaway. Mini Den's doing a Judgment Week, painting along some Judgment models. I wonder if we should tell him I did the box art of the 54 mils. That's pretty cool. I wonder if we should tell him that I wrote a game. I think that would blow his brain, wouldn't it? Eggy, ooh, Chris P's painting Morlock. Oh, I really like what he's doing with that. Mithra is painting something. He's only got one viewer. Let's have a look at Mithra's Ice Witches. Yeah, I like the look of this dude's painting, actually. Let's go have a look at Mithra 5, I reckon. Let's do it. We looked at Chris the other day, so... Raid. Mithra 5. Good on you, champions. It's been great chatting with you tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow morning for me, tomorrow evening for you, or this evening for you. Have a great day. Let's go raid Mithra. Mithra!
Big demo. My God, Trent, how you doing, buddy? Have you a good stream, man? All Queensland.